We're here to talk tournaments, service, the fishing industry, and of course, the Armed Forces Fishing League. Welcome to the Sunday SITREP, the official podcast of the AFFL, where service meets the water and competition becomes connection. Remember, it's not just a tournament, it's a brotherhood. What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the 28th episode of the Sunday SITREP. Even though it feels like it's been a very long time, we haven't been live on here since, I believe, when I looked back, it was April of 2025. Been a long year. We've been kind of out and about, and life's been busy for both Nick and I, so we had to take a little break from it with everything we both had going on, and we're back, and we're ready to get rocking and rolling with it again. Nick, it's cold there.
It's cold. The lakes are freezing, or frozen, I should say. The largest lake in the state just froze. They declared ice in. So
Nice.
Talking to you guys about fishing is killing all of us up here, but
Yeah,
we're managing.
I bet it's been really back and forth here. We had 80 degrees last Saturday, and it's supposed to be 29 in the morning. It's been a lot of back and forth in South Carolina this year so far, but we've had a lot of cold weather and a lot of really weird one-day warm weather events. I think yesterday was 60 degrees, and then it's getting down to 29 tonight. So
good. I'm
You
glad.
know, causes the sniffles, the back and forth. It's frustrating. I'd rather just pick a lane and stay in it. But it is what it is. But welcome everybody. It has been a while for sure, but we're ready to dive back into it. I'm not going to promise that we'll be on here every single Sunday. We will try our best, but we're definitely going to be consistent with it the best we can.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's dive into it. I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. We're going to go in deep for the month or the giveaways and what we're going to be giving away later. But just go ahead and do a like, share, and comment hashtag #TheSitRep, just like it is right there on the screen as always. And we're running the giveaway again. Let me go ahead and make sure I've got that turned on. I sure do. So go ahead and drop that in the comments after you like and share it, or subscribe on YouTube. If you're watching via the YouTubes, I can't see that. Oh, I can. We don't have anybody on YouTube. Everybody's on Facebook. Good. So like it, share it, hashtag #TheSitRep in the comments, just like I have it right there so that it actually counts it. And we'll dive in. We've got a handful of things to talk about tonight. We're going to dive in a little bit into the national championship for 2026. We got the website updated. We're going to kind of go through that a little bit and some changes from last year to this year, kind of location, all of that. And then we're going to be talking about everybody's schedules. I've got everybody's schedules except yours. I don't have it on the slides, Nick.
I just got that from Mike a little while ago.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
We still have a few pending tournaments with the state, and then we don't have Wisconsin. I haven't got their schedule yet.
Okay, Raj.
We should have everybody else, I think.
I don't have Kentucky's, but
Jeff, I saw it. They're in here. Jeff, did you send that to me?
Yeah, if you want to text it to me or Nick, and we'll go over it while we got it. That's the only one I think I'm missing. But yeah, go ahead and do that. We'll go over that a little bit, and then we're going to talk a little bit about Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing that we're going to do and stick with this year, and we got somebody to run that for us. And we'll kind of dive in on that, and then we're going to be talking about the giveaways and something exciting that we're going to be doing for that. So, anything you want to dive into, Nick, before we dive into the national tournament and all that?
No, I'd like to talk about that.
Okay, let's go. I have the website up. Let me get to the right page here. All right, let me go ahead and share that screen. All right, so the 2026 National Championship. Hopefully some of you guys were watching on Thursday night. We did a Facebook Live and kind of dove into some of the changes and whatnot. But Nick, I'll let you take it away. That's kind of you've been the one kind of running that deal.
Yeah, let me put that. Clearly, I have to center that more. That looks a little off-centered, but bear with me.
I don't see anything that looks off-centered. What are you talking
No,
about?
St. Lawrence River, Clayton, New York. Is that good?
I don't know. I can't really tell. My chronometer is a little off.
Well, either way,
maybe a little bit. Whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed it if you didn't say it.
So it has changed. We are heading to the St. Lawrence River for those that didn't hear. Reason being was with the lodging, every major tournament trail is up in Plattsburgh, New York on Champlain in the month of August. So we couldn't get lodging. So I just bumped it over. I know we took a vote and everything. I hate doing that on any tournament, but I want us to be able to sleep somewhere other than our trucks when we go to these places. So Phillips, that's my boat on the St. Lawrence. What's he have for a boat? What do you have for a boat?
It's I don't know the feet. Is it 17 foot, Philip, or 18 feet? Tracker, Grizzly Tracker.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a little towel.
I'm sorry. All right,
there for him.
But yeah,
he'll be all right.
So yeah, it'll be good. But yeah, St. Lawrence River. We're heading there in August. You can see the dates there: August 12, 13, 14. That is the tournament days. We are launching out of Clayton, New York, which is, if you look at a map, Clayton is closer to the mouth of the river heading into Lake Ontario. So we'll be able to, weather permitting, fish the lake or fish the river. So that's the benefit of launching south on the river. I know a lot of tournaments go out in Messina, which is north. I mean, that's a hour and a half run to get to the mouth of the river.
Good.
So we're in a good spot, and it's a cool little town. There's a lot of lodging. You'll see all that. I listed a handful of places that I know of, and I Googled, just went on the map and found a couple others. I put the links to their websites on here. So if you look at the lodging,
let me scroll it.
Let's see. Yeah, so we have the K's, and keep in mind, Clayton, New York it's a full town, but it's a small town. So any of these places, you're probably 10, 15 minutes, from everybody. So you have K's, Riverview Motel and Cottages, Seaway Resort Motel, Fairwind, West Winds, Riverside Access, Whiskey River Cottages, I don't know if that's Lanz's or Lanz's. But if you go to the links, you can check availability. And also, we're launching out of French Creek Marina. And the lady there told me that they have a couple Airbnb listings on there too. I think they're like fifth wheels that they just kind of leave in place, but they're really nice if you look at the listings. So there's plenty of lodge, and there's still a ton of other places too, other than what you're seeing on here.
Yeah, when I look at Airbnb, it's loaded.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. Yeah. There's a ton of Airbnbs, and there's still probably another dozen places that I didn't list on here for motels and cottages and stuff. But yeah, there should be plenty of lodging. Just get it sooner than later, because we do have a short summer season up here. So if you keep waiting, stuff might book up with just people that usually do their annual trips with their families and stuff like that. So try and tackle that if you can, sooner than later. Again, if you fished 5 events last year, you're welcome to come to nationals this year. All right, let's see.
That's a big change. Yeah, so 2025 season, 5 events or more, you're in. The national this year in 2026. And that's how we're going to keep it year before you'll qualify for the following year. That way it's not a rush on everybody's schedules and all of that.
Yep. Yeah. Josh Morgan, my fish shocker, just came in yesterday. I'm all set. Here you go. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Johnny Rico. He said that there's a campsite right next to the ramp. So French Creek is like a It's a campground. If you want to tow like a camper, they have hookups for you. And again, they have a couple Airbnbs listed on their site. There is a huge tackle store. It's the Thousand Island Tackle Store right down the road from the ramp. Grocery stores, whatever you need is up there.
Right. And
what else we got? The itinerary really, just the off limits. We'll talk about it real quick, but we'll talk about this more as we get closer. Off limits starts July 8th. And that goes till August 8th. And then practice starts on the 9th. So, and that's for Lake Ontario and the St. Lawrence River. Because they're connected and we can fish both during the tournament. So no guided trips, no going up there pre-fishing in that time period. I can't remember the process. I know because the river is basically divided between the United States and Canada, you do have to purchase a Canadian fishing license. I forget the exact name for it, and I have to grab it out of my truck. I'm trying to keep in mind the Pirate Weekend is August 15th. Yeah, we'll be off the water, Bob, Cranny, by our tournament's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we should be off the water by then. That's pretty cool, though. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. I want to hear more about this.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting.
But yeah, I'll get the Ontario Recreation Sport. There you go.
Yeah, there it is. That right there.
So that's the one. So you just go on, just Google that, and you can purchase it. They will get you. I promise you, those Canadian, whatever they call them, they're brutal. So make sure you have.
They're just mad they have to wait 6 to 9 business years to see a like an urgent care or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking at the national championship about cannons. Or where were we? Oh, no. On the Facebook Live the other night, we were talking about cannons. It's happening.
This Bob Crane, the season opens June 15th. Why have such a large off limit? So we do 30 days prior to the start of the tournament or practice is off limits. That way because we travel all over the country, it gives kind of everybody the same advantage, coming, if we go like in Alabama, we came from New Hampshire and went down there, nobody could touch the lake, 30 days prior to the tournament. That way everybody has to go out there and learn something about what the fish are doing and whatnot. Just kind of levels the playing field for everybody.
Right.
Do they require flip? Yeah. So if there's requirements, if you are so far, I'm going to post all this stuff. I have to get the exact guidelines. If you are so many miles offshore, you have to have flares. You have to have all the Coast Guard approved stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It's strict, and they will check your boat. I promise you, if you get pulled over by them.
All right. All I'm saying is whatever team wins, all the teams at the end have to shoot a flare off at the same time at the wake. Like as we announced the first place, all the teams from that state, it's like a fireworks show of flares.
That'd be fun to watch, wouldn't it?
I'm going to check the legality of it before I say.
Well, it is New York, so it's probably not legal. But
yeah, that's fair. Don't want anybody getting wrapped up, but it would be cool.
Yeah. Timothy, how big do we need a New York fishing license? Yes, you do. Just like any state that we go to, whether we go to Alabama, Tennessee, wherever you travel to, you do need to get their fishing license. Flares, working horn, throw cushion, float. Yeah, they check it. Make sure your throw cushion's connected to the rope. You can't even. I've heard 2 things on this. I don't know. I've heard you can't even power pull down when you're in Canadian waters because they count that as docking and crossing an international border. So I'm going to get all the fine print on this stuff, and we'll post it on the website, and obviously with the podcast and stuff, we'll get it out. And they will arrest you if you pull up on a Canadian island and their Coast Guard or whatever they are catch you. They will tow your boat and throw you in jail.
That's crazy.
So just plan your morning duties accordingly.
Yeah. Stay on the New York side for a little bit if you're drinking heavy coffee. Poor short.
And then, just that's the official practice is August 9th through the 11th. Again, it's just like every other year we've done so far. A meeting will be on the last day of practice. So carry a passport. So you can carry a passport, but you have to go through a port of entry if you touch shore in Canada, and if you don't, to illegally cross a border. So fish regulations, there's no spots up here in the north. So smallmouth, largemouth, 12-inch minimum. And then the payouts will be, my brother, bring a Tupperware container. That's because we had a nitro that the hull blew out on the St. Lawrence River. He was shoveling water out of the back of the boat with a Tupperware, goodness. And I was trying to keep the boat up like this so it wouldn't get completely waterlogged.
Oh my goodness.
It was scary. Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild. Hey, that's when you know you're up the creek without a paddle, when you're using Tupperware to save your day.
It was not good. I mean, I'm talking, it was probably the hole we had. It was in the left front, like bow section of the boat. And it was probably a foot long by, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches tall.
Right.
And with the waves out there, every time a wave hit the side of the boat, it would just pour in. And I was like trying to get on plane, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I couldn't do it. And my brother turned around and he opened up the battery hatch, because I was like, check and see if the bilge is clogged or whatever. And he opened it up and water was full to the top. Damn. And the look, I'll never forget the look when he turned around and looked at me. It was like, jaw dropped. Yeah.
Just seen a ghost. Oh man.
Yeah. Good times. Johnny Rico, he's excited. There's no spotted bass on this one.
Oh man.
But we'll keep updating the website with information. I'm excited for it. It's a bucket list place, and probably the best smallmouth fishery in the world. So should be a good time.
Yeah, I've definitely wanted to go there for a very long time, so I'm absolutely stoked.
And we're hitting it at a good time too.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's all I have for that.
Yeah, so if anybody has any questions on the natty, drop them in the comments. We'll kind of give it a few seconds before we roll on. If there's any questions, I feel like we covered most of it, and we'll cover more info as we progress. I mean, we still got majority of the year before we get there. So, but I do want to emphasize, like Nick said, don't procrastinate on your reservations. It should fill up pretty quick. So if we're not getting our reservations booked soon, you don't want to be, pulling a Lonnie Drush and sleeping in the back of your truck. His truck's equipped and ready to rock for it, but like mine is not. It would be a cold night.
Even if you, at this point, even if you think that you're going, book a spot, because most places have a cancellation policy where you can cancel for a full refund within a certain time frame. So just reserve it. That's all.
For sure.
Christopher Donovan, best bass fishing, did a Bassmaster Open there. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, it's a phenomenal fishery. You will catch fish. Like you will. You're going to have a blast. Even they're river smallmouth, so they fight a lot harder than you would. They're always in current, so they're strong.
Right, and they got big wide tails up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If that's like a huge event up there, then definitely start looking quick.
Yeah.
For all the South Carolina guys, I'll start looking at something. I'm gonna send an email out to all the folks that fished 5 or more events, try to gauge who's gonna go and whatnot, and see if I can find us a house big enough to where we're splitting all the costs again and kind of saving some dollars there.
Yeah, like I said, if you guys are on one side of town and we're on the other, we're 10, 15 minutes tops from each other. It's a small town. It's not.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. I don't think it has as many Airbnbs as like Guntersville on the water, but I'm sure it's got plenty.
We don't have like up in the north, we don't have, the 5 to 8 lane boat ramps, and we don't have,
Right.
The goose pond colonies and the blue waters and stuff. Like we just don't have it up here.
Right.
But Shane Baker's see, I told you you're gonna hear it.
Oh, I know. I've got it here. It's I've got it right here with me. We're gonna go over it a little bit. Actually, that's what we're about to do now. Unless anybody has anything else on the Natty, that was the next thing on our list, was to kind of go over, since it's the beginning of the year, we got most of the state schedules. We're gonna go over everything all inclusive real quick. Let's see here if I can get it up here right. Wrong. What is happening? That is not what it's supposed to pull up. There it is. All right. So, I had like a nice font and it all formatted, and when I uploaded it into StreamYard, it kind of muted all that, but whatever. Doesn't look as cool as I made it. But, all right. So Virginia is starting their events out on 7 March in Chickahominy, the lake, excuse me, not the river. And then they're going to go down to Lake Gaston 21 March. 4 April, they're going to be out there on Lake Anna. 25 April, Smith Mountain Lake. If I'm not busy, I might try to slide up there for that. That would be a fun lake. That's one of my bucket list places.
Johnny Regan.
I can't see that.
He said French Creek Ramp will be a trip for the Southern guys, one boat at a time.
Is that really how it is?
Yeah. You might be able to squeeze 2, but I would say 1. Yeah.
Dang. That's wild. Glad to see this.
Yeah.
That was definitely a rough start to the Natty. I'm glad you got something working for you. But yeah, so they're Smith Mountain, and then going on to Chickahominy River, 16 May. 6 June, they're going to go to Kerr Lake. 25 July, they're going to be on the Potomac. And then 29 August, they're wrapping it up on the James River. Sounds like a pretty awesome schedule, to be honest. And if I'm not mistaken, I got to verify this with John Shirley as well. They both have 21 March on Lake Gaston. I think they're doing like a head-to-head thing there. I don't know. I got to clarify that. That would be pretty cool.
Cranny, my girlfriend says, look in Alexandria Bay. Yeah, Alexandria Bay is just north of Clayton. Cape Vincent is just south. Wellesley, I'm not sure where the island is. But yeah, those are all, I know they're all close by.
I'll put that up there in case anybody wants to
make
some notes.
Yeah, those are all close by. I mean, Cape Vincent from Clayton was probably like a 15, maybe 20-minute car ride at the most. And they have an awesome ramp. If you guys stay, you can stay wherever you want, and you can boat over if you want to the ramp, like we always allow. Just check in the morning with us so we know that you're there, and we can do the boat checks and all that. But yeah, you can stay wherever you want.
For sure. All right, moving on to Indiana. 21 March, they're going to be on Turtle Creek Reservoir. 11 April, they're going to be on Egypt Lake. 25 April, I'm assuming that's Geist Reservoir. Is that how you say that? 9 to 10 May, they're going to be down on Kentucky Lake. 27 June, Raccoon Lake. 11 July, they're going to be on Rend. They've got and then they're finishing off with a couple of 2 days on the back end. 25 July, 26 July, Greenwood. 29 to 30 August, Lake Barkley, and then 19 to 20 September, Patoka Lake. They're having like a little in-state championship since they didn't really do enough this past year to qualify for our national.
They got I know they did. He is sending some people, I'm pretty sure, to our national.
Oh, is he?
They did at least. I know they did at least 5 last year.
Okay, Roger.
Yeah.
And then North Carolina, yeah, they're doing Shane Baker just commented on it for us. They're doing like a double state, like double header kind of deal, I guess. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a double header, but a double state, like they're both going out of the same ramp, kind of competing against each other. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
see
cool.
Who takes away the biggest weights there on Lake Gaston. And then 18 April, they're going to be on the Chowan River. 16 May, Falls Lake. 6 June, Sharon Harris. 19 September, Jordan Lake. 24 October, Lake Norman. And then 7 November, they're going to be on Baden. I think that'll be pretty good schedule there as well. Georgia, since they're up in the top end on the Savannah River chain, they're doing 2 back-to-back Hartwells and 7 Feb and 7 March. And then 4 April, they're going to be down on Oconee. 2 May, Lake Russell. 19 September, they're going to be on Lake Sinclair. 17 October, they're going to be on Hartwell again. And then wrapping it up 14 November on Clark's Hill. I've never fished Clark's Hill in November, but I bet you that's a good time.
That's the one you caught that massive striper on?
Yeah. It's got huge striper and a great population of largemouth and spotted bass. So it's a really good fun lake to fish
and it looks massive on a map.
Oh yeah, I mean there's so much water to break down. The same thing like Hartwell and Lake Russell, the whole Savannah, all 3 of those lakes there on the Savannah chain are just, they've got so many little creeks and different little pockets. There's a lot of good fishable water on all those lakes. Louisiana has already had their first event. And when we
makes me so mad.
What? I know. Oh yeah. Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll pull up the results here in a minute and I'll screen share them and we'll kind of talk about the results up there on I misspelled that on I don't know what happened there. Lako the Pines. That might have been me kind of rushing through it. 28 Feb. They're going to be on Toledo Bend, but it's a 2-day, right, Nick? I didn't really understand the schedule.
Yeah, Josh is here. Josh, just verify for me that I'm pretty sure I was told that was going to be a 2-day event.
A 2-day event there on Toledo Bend. That's pretty cool.
But like, I think it's a 2-day, but they're counting like each day,
one is a separate event,
like a back-to-back type of thing.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good way to do it, I guess, especially for folks that got to make the trip instead of making it 1 month and then the next month.
Well, especially like Louisiana, dude. I'd drop dead fishing in August in Louisiana,
Right. You got to kind of hurry up and do them. I was kind of wondering that 20 June one's probably going to be a little spicy. But yeah, 14 March, Grand Bayou. And then 25 April, they're going to be down on Black Bayou, Houston. 16 May, Cane River. 20 June, Caney Creek.
Josh just said date change to March 7
and 8. Okay. Roger that. We'll get that updated on
Jeff Tier and the kid one on Lake of the Pines. 20.3 pounds and big bass.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I saw it. Derby. Did you see those pictures?
I did. I think I have it already on Facebook. I'll screen share it when we get over here. Or when we get done with this part. I think mine is the last schedule on here, and then we'll go over Kentucky's. South Carolina, sorry folks. I've been meaning to put it on the Facebook all week. I've been doing so much trying to get ready for this podcast. I don't have the boat ramps all settled. I know roughly of which ones we're going to do. But just to forewarn you, they might change. What I'm trying to work, I'm working deals with a couple of the restaurants on the lakes to where my goal for this year is where you come, when you check in, you give me what your order is based off the menu they give me for the day. And you're going to pay with your entry fee if you would like to. Pay with your entry fee. Go ahead and give me the money for the food based off what it's going to cost. And then I'm going to pay them up front after the blast off. And then when y'all show up for the weigh-in, we're going to have hot food ready to go and kind of capitalize on the brotherhood thing. We'll talk more about that later. But 28 Feb is our first event, going to be on Lake Murray. I'm looking at doing Buffalo Creek for both the Murray events right there in the marina with the restaurant. 21 March, we're going to do Santee Cooper. I'm going to do John C. Land, and I think we're going to do the weigh-in there at Goat Island, that little restaurant they got there in Tallcaw. 4 April, Lake Greenwood. I cannot remember what the name of the boat ramp is off the top of my head, but up in the top part of Greenwood, there's a restaurant right there in the same parking lot as the big boat ramp.
Have you guys done that one yet?
Greenwood? No, we haven't.
Yeah.
No, I had a bunch of people.
Sounds like a new one.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of people ask me last year for Greenwood or Wiley. But Wiley's just such a trip for everybody, and there's no reciprocity on the North Carolina, South Carolina fishing license.
Yeah.
So you have to have both, and most of the lake is in North Carolina. So I didn't really want to force people to.
Looking at it on the map here.
That's it. Shane has it. I forgot he's from up there. Break the Lake. Yeah, it's a restaurant right up there, and there's a big giant boat ramp right next to it. And if from what I've looked, it looks like you can pull up to the restaurant with your boat if you don't want to pull out, or you can pull out with the trailer in and slide on up in there for the way in and
6
lunch
lanes.
/ dinner. Yep, that's how we do it down here.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna get
and
introduced to the north, okay?
I get upset when it's a 2-lane tournament.
Boy.
I love like Pax Landing and John C. Land. You've got, I think Pax has 6 or 8. John C. has 8 or 10, I think. But yeah, it's awesome. It's convenient when you have, 50, 60 boats at a derby or more. 1 lane would suck really bad.
I mean, the one we're going to on the St. Lawrence, the ABA event, I think we had almost 100 boats and it was single lane. I mean, you just see like the line.
Oh, I can imagine. You take a nap early. You can take a nap on your way. If you're in the back, take a nap while you're waiting.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't complain with that, especially if you're getting there at 3:00 in the morning. But 2 May, we're doing Lake Wateree. I'm going to try to get it. I'm working with Dutchman's. I'm waiting on the owner to call me back on that one. It's a restaurant up lake that they just completely refurbished last year. Great food and nice little venue they got set up there. 30 May on Santee Cooper again. I've got a couple of ideas for this one, kind of waiting back on the people there. 10 October, Lake Murray. And then 7 November, Lake Monticello. There's no restaurants on Lake Monticello, so I might do like a little cookout or something like that and see how that goes. Or I might talk to Jamie and see about doing some barbecue for that one or something. And that is all I have on the 2026 schedules here, but I have Kentucky's right in front of me. Jeff sent it over to me. Carl, if I have time, I'm planning on doing some opens again this summer. Not like just half day opens. I didn't want them to count towards points because they'll probably only be like till noon or something because of the heat. But I'm gonna kind of do some like I did not this past year, but the year before. No membership required, no points or anything like that. Just sunrise to noon. Just to get people out here.
Tyler,
you want to go ahead and do the New Hampshire one if you got it in front of you?
Tyler, New Hampshire is a nightmare. But we're trying to get everything, worked out and the permitting process is a nightmare. It's a lottery and then you first come, first serve, quote unquote, but they're trying to implement a new system where you go online and click the lake, the date, and there you go. It didn't work out like they said. So, we're working on it, but we have, a few, let's see, April 18th, hopefully ice out and water levels, they raise the lakes back up. But that's going to be Pawtuckaway in Nottingham. April, May. We don't have a May yet. June 20th, Massabesic we're approved for. In Auburn, we don't have a July yet. August, we're going to change the date on that, so I'm not going to tell you the date, but August will be Mascoma in Enfield. September 19th will be Winnipesaukee out of Back Bay in Wolfboro. And October 10th will be Newfound. So we just have a couple of lakes that we're trying to figure out here, but every year it's a pain. It's just yeah, it is. It worked out. I saw some people post their full schedule, a couple weeks ago, and we're still fighting it. So, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. But that's what we have so far.
I mean, at least you don't have to worry about having 4 tournaments on one boat ramp. All become a surprise Thursday before the tournament. Those are not fun. It'd be like that sometimes. But I do have Kentucky's right here in front of me as well. So 28 March, they're going to be on Green River Lake. 25 April, Barren River Lake. And then they're going to do a 2-day 30 to 31 May on Del Hollow. That should be an awesome tournament.
Is that the spawn? Would that be the spawn down there?
30 to 31 May? I don't know. I don't think.
Or is it a little late?
I feel like that'd be pretty late. Maybe Del Hollow because it's deep. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna put it up here so I don't forget, Lonnie. But let me finish this real fast. 27 June, they're gonna be on Nolan Lake. 18 July, Guest Creek Lake. 15 August, Green River Lake again, and then 26 September, they're gonna be on Lake Cumberland. Pretty awesome.
I want to go to Cumberland so bad.
Yeah, I do too. I haven't been since I was a kid. It's a fun lake. You got smallies and largemouth in there.
And it looks like from the videos I've watched, it looks pretty clear. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but it's like the whole lake is like straight down banks. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna get back to you, Lonnie. Yeah, that's pretty funny to not put up there. All right, so we hadn't really talked about this, about like jumping states to get your 5. I don't really have a problem with it personally.
I don't either. No, the only before it was you had to have X points to qualify. The reason we would want people like jumping states and stuff because it'd be a nightmare to
track points and all that.
Track points and stuff. I don't have a problem with people traveling different states and fishing 5 all over the place. That doesn't bother me at all.
I would just say, let us know once you've reached 5 in multiple states. Send email over to Nick and I. Hit us up, text message, whatever. That way we are tracking, because at the end of the year, each state director is going to send a list of everyone who fished 5 of their events. So there's a real good opportunity for you to get lost in the sauce if the directors aren't like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm looking at South Carolina's everyone who fished 5 and Philip down in Georgia is looking at his, but then we don't communicate on that piece, then you would kind of get lost. So just make sure you show us that you fished all 5. And what states you fished them in or whatever. And I have no problems with that. The whole point of it,
easy to verify.
Yeah, the whole point of us changing from points based to 5 events is we want to capitalize on making this more about the brotherhood, not just about the competition piece, and make it the life that we all live as first responders, military, families, all that. We don't want that. We're not professionals by any means. And with 7 events, gives us more opportunities to have events and see you guys, but it also becomes more demanding on everyone. So like we can't rightfully think that everyone's going to stop everything they're doing to fish our tournaments, but we also, want to incorporate, hey, come to the national championship, have fun, do the things, but it doesn't necessarily need to be so competitive. What we don't want to do is turn it into where it's so competitive to get to the national championship that we take away from the brotherhood piece. And it does become kind of like Bobby had talked about before, like, or I think it was Bobby or someone we've had on here to kind of talk about how like some events you go to a BFL, you go to one of the larger events and you get there and everybody's separated. Nobody's talking about what they're doing.
Nothing.
Like, that's not what we want. We want it to be focused more on the brotherhood aspect, friendships, network, and all that. So I'd in short here, I don't care. And I guess
we just didn't want people joining the league, fishing one event, and then saying, I'm going to the national, national event. So
there's some sort of stipulation, but it's not crazy competitive. Like just show you're committed, and we'll have you there. At the end of the day, like I know some people don't like that. But at the end of the day, the best man's going to win regardless. So yeah, exactly my point. With his little beanie with the little ball on top, just mean mugging. I can see it right now. But yeah, so that's all we got on the schedules. I think we touched them all.
One thing I do want to, I want to touch on with the schedules, for Virginia, I mentioned when we did the live that a couple of directors are stepping back. One of them is the Virginia director, Dave. He's got some personal stuff going on. He's going to step back and he's going to work on the national side with myself and Austin. We're going to start planning events, next year. That a national event we're going to start planning this year. So Dave is stepping back, and Phil Hinshaw would be stepping up and filling in for him. So he would be the point of contact. I'm going to update. The website is going through kind of like a refresh this week. So don't pay too much attention to it right now. You can still get your memberships and everything through there. But it's going to look newer and fresher at the end of the week. Hopefully it's done by the end of the week. But I'll update like the director info, contact information and all that stuff on there. But he would be the Virginia director moving forward. It helps us on the back end being able to plan events and kind of, individually tackle tasks instead of everything being piled onto, one or two people. Now we have a team working behind the scenes that we can start planning bigger and better events for everybody.
For sure.
But I just wanted to touch on that with Virginia before we moved on.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's all we got. If anybody has any questions on those schedules, get with your directors. And they should be able to help you out. If you can't, get with me or Nick, and we'll get you squared away. All right. So moving on from that, let's talk the fantasy fishing thing.
Yep. Yeah. So Johnny Rico, I don't know what you want me to call you on here. Tony is Johnny Rico. He is going to be coordinating a fantasy fishing league. Louisiana's a designated cook. I mean, you can be, but
absolutely. We didn't get no gumbo last year, and I'm upset about it.
I'm not upset about it.
I am. That stuff was delicious.
Yes,
it hit me hard. I won't deny that. It definitely hit me like a brick wall in my stomach area, but it was phenomenal.
It was good.
Yeah.
But no, we'll you're heading north. I think we'll figure some Yankee food out for you, if you want to call it that. You're more than welcome to cook something.
I'll eat it.
But the fantasy fishing, Johnny Rico from Starship. So Johnny Rico is going to be coordinating the fantasy fishing. He sent me the info. It's going to be a $5 buy-in. It'll go straight to his Venmo. And once you Rico's once you pay the entry fee, he's going to send you the password to log into the fantasy fishing, because it's for members. And then there'll obviously be the payout at the end of the fantasy fishing season. But once they pay, he'll send the password, $5 entry. Only fantasy fishing, drain the lakes there, but it's just for fun. So it's just strictly fantasy fishing. But yeah, I'm going to join in. Why not?
Yep, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know what fantasy fishing is, here, I can pull it up. I have it up. My roster isn't all the way done. So don't judge me. I still got a lot of thinking to do on this one. Share this tab. So if you're not familiar, it's kind of fun. So like you pick who you want. And of course, on Guntersville for the first event, I'm going to have Hank Cherry there. Love that man to death. And he's all shown us that he can handle Guntersville. AFFL Nation. Okay, how do we join it?
I think can you search for it while you're on there?
Yeah, here. Let's do this. Let's go to groups. Oh, I still have the one from last year I created.
From 2 years ago.
Or 2 years ago, yeah. AFFL Nation?
Yeah. you put nations.
Oh, typing quick. There it is. Oh,
Join the group.
we need a password.
So the I have his let me hide that. I have his Venmo. What we'll do? How do we want to do that?
I love your name, Tony. Okay. Roger that.
He
Tony,
uses it all the time. Don't let him fool you. All right.
Fair enough. Password is Brotherhood. Okay, easy money.
And then just get with him and get the $5 to him. And once we have it, we'll verify it against the list of people that are in there. If you don't pay, you're going to be kicked out. So make sure you pay the $5 to his Venmo, which we'll post on the pages and stuff.
Easy money. And we'll talk about it on here too. We'll bring it up and kind of go over the things as we're approaching events. But so if you do want to get in on that, the first event on in the Elite Series is 5 February on Guntersville. So hurry up.
Don't let him fool you. He has 4 transducers for forward facing on his boat.
What?
No.
Is Taku E2 in it?
No,
got one in every direction.
Yeah.
Got, above the Bassmaster limit for screen sizes. Oh man, that's funny. So I think that'll be fun. It'll give us some conversation to talk about on here too. We can kind of go over like the pick'ems and who did it, and go over the as the Elite Series wrap up, we'll go over the event. And then we'll, pull up the winners and kind of go through and maybe have them on and talk about, why they picked who they picked and everything. I think that'd be fun idea. Yeah. But we'll see. Okay. Well, cool. Well, moving on from that, unless anybody has any questions on the fantasy fishing, you got anything you want to dive into before we dive into the giveaways and stuff and what we're going to plan on doing?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So we had talked about this right before we kind of took a big hard pause last year, but there was something that I really wanted to do is like monthly t-shirts and doing them in the giveaways, but then you can buy them as well. So we are working on that for this year, and I've already got a January t-shirt designed and ready to go. For some reason,
no, it should be updated.
When I go to the website,
to refresh it,
I can't see it. Let me try to open a new tab and do it again. But I tried checking a little bit ago and it was not there yet. I do not see it unless it's not that one.
It'll say the 2020 January 2026 on it.
I did not see it yet.
I mean, you have the design anyways, right?
Yeah. I'll pull up the design here. I have it ready to go on my computer. But so you will be able to. So like right now, Shane Baker has the idea. If you have not already and you're watching right now, go ahead, like, share, and comment hashtag #DSITREP to get involved in the giveaway for tonight, because we're giving away one of those shirts. And we don't have a hard copy to show, but I'm going to pull up the design. But we have 17 entries so far. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure you did it. Make sure you spelled it just like that. I did see one earlier and I meant to get you, but I got distracted. But somebody put just hashtag SITREP. It will not count it. The way the calculator or whatever you want to call it tracks it, it has to be spelled exactly perfect. So make sure it's just like Shane Baker's comment right here, hashtag #DSITREP, nothing else, and spelled correctly. Let me go ahead and screen share the design real quick. I'm pretty happy with it. I have to remove that. Sorry. Getting reacclimated with the StreamYard here. All right, so it's just a plain green t-shirt with AFFL on it. So I'm just kidding. It's not just that. So what we're going to do is
that's Austin's body they used to model that too.
Yeah, I've been working out. You know what I mean? Kind of lost a little bit of this, I've been out in the sun, got a good tan too going. So We're gonna make each t-shirt every month kind of somewhat affiliated with that month, or have like a special design that we won't have again. I don't know how long we're gonna run them on the website. We're still kind of working that piece out, but we are definitely going to be adding new changes and whatnot. So that is this month's the front. It's just the normal AFFL logo, and we're gonna have different colors. I don't remember what all colors did you have on the website, Nick? Do you remember?
There's a ton of. I mean, there's green. It's like the olive drab, coyote brown, like all the tan, like military colors, and I put some blues on there, pinks, green, like lime greens, reds. You know, pretty much anything.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever you want. Whatever floats your boat there. And yes, I have no problems with that. It saves me time. So if you if you guys got designs you want to submit, I've already got one pre-planned for February as well. But this is January's here, and I know it's kind of limited in the month since we started late this month, but new year, new fish, stay frosty. They're fighting back this year. So I wanted to keep it kind of military related and or first responder either way. So kind of looks like they're fighting back since they're not always as easy to catch as we want them to be. And we're going to tailor them to each month, like I said. So make sure y'all are in the giveaways each week. And as we're on here doing the podcast, and then if you don't win it for the month, they'll be on the website you can buy, or if you don't want to wait, you can buy them right there on the website. Let me look at it again and see if it popped up on the website. And do you remember what you had the price on them at, Nick? $27 or something like that?
It was, yeah, 27. So they charge us more, you know, like the bigger sizes cost us more money to produce. So once you start getting up into like the 2XL, 3XL, so on, the price increases a little bit, but it starts, you know, small through extra large is $27.03. So $27 for the small through XL.
Nice. So yeah, so check that on. Hopefully that will be on the website tomorrow. We shall see if we can get that squared away, and then I assume as we go through this website revamp next week, it'll definitely be on once we're finishing that up. But oh yeah, you beat me to it. Yep. Yeah. It wasn't easy. I know it definitely was mentally tough. Those fish weren't near as easy to catch as we all expected them to be.
But the MLF guys, all
yep,
right.
They've been catching them this week. I have the results on the computer somewhere.
Bonnie.
Hey,
well,
that tracks. Where did the results go? Yeah, so I haven't really had any time to watch it. But the championship round, Drew Gill caught 28 fish for 82 pounds. I mean, that's just wild. As a total all around, that's crazy.
What was it? How many fish?
28 fish for 82 pounds and 4 ounces. Wild.
I mean, kind of like a 3-pound average. It's not.
I mean, it's not crazy, but I mean, catching 28 of them.
I didn't catch 28 fish in an entire week. So
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. All I could catch was crappie on jerk baits.
Yeah.
I was getting my butt kicked over there. I mean, it was still fun though. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people that watch definitely. A couple of the time periods I watched, I've definitely seen.
Oh yeah.
Seen some spots that I was on, and I was like, well, okay, I guess I do suck. Different time of year though. Different time of year, but I mean that makes sense too. I didn't watch the first period, so I mean Drew Gill is known to be a scoper, but I mean obviously he went and caught 30 more pounds without it, so all around good fisherman, I reckon. Or is it totaled? I'm not real familiar. I don't ever watch MLF that much.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's total or if that's just from the championship round. I don't remember.
If anybody
Oh no,
knows.
he's talking about in first period of the championship round. He caught. Yeah.
Well, so they
that
do
makes
like
sense.
they do like their
Yeah.
periods and they do the
Right.
championship.
The rounds. Yeah. It's, I don't know. I feel like it's changed so much over the years. I can't really keep up with the MLF, but that's why I like Bassmaster. It's simple.
One day. So that was
yeah.
1 day.
Yeah, that was his total for the whole thing. I do like how they show on their website. You can see what periods, like Chris Lane and Mark Daniels Jr. didn't even use FSS at all. And it's pretty cool. Most of them started in the championship round. They all did it in the first period, except Jacob Wheeler and Zach Burge. They did it in their third period. So I think that's kind of cool how they're kind of weighing it back and forth to where you can see who can still catch them without it. I like that ideology.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I don't really have anything else to go over unless you got something to add in, Nick.
I don't. Just so memberships, they are the same way as before. Just go to the website, click on the Enlist Now button, just like you did before. Instead of redirecting you to Fishing Chaos, it's going to redirect you to Waybook. So that's not, just go through the same process. First period of championship day was 52 pounds. Yeah, so just go through the same process. Click the Enlist Now. It's going to redirect you to Waybook. Just create an account on there. It'll be all the same questions that we had before with Fishing Chaos. We just switched platforms to use because Waybook is specifically designed for bass fishing, where Fishing Chaos was designed for everything, redfish, crappie tournaments, offshore bass. It was designed for fishing as a whole, and it was extremely difficult for us to create an event through Fishing Chaos, where Waybook is pretty much cut and paste. So it's a great program. It's what we use down at Nationals. So just go through the same process that you did before. No changes to what you guys have to do. Just follow the prompts. That's it.
Easy money.
Yeah. And then once again, we are not doing the Bass team championship moving forward. So just just wanted to get that out there. I know we've said it a few times now, but we're moving away from that, and the reason being is they are charging us. You need a Bass membership, you need a Bass Team Trail membership, and then we have a league membership. So we cannot justify having you guys pay 3 memberships just to fish. So we're moving away from that because of that reason. So we're looking at different avenues, potentially to take for you guys to fish bigger events. But in the meantime, we're just going to focus on making our national event bigger and better every year. So that's where we're at with that.
Agreed. It was cool. I like the ideology to it. But it just, I don't know, it seems like they're after a money grab, and good on them. They're working their thing, and I'm sure some organizations are going to stay with them and do it that way. It's just, that's not really what we're all about. So,
no. I mean, we're a nonprofit organization.
Yep.
We filed our 501c3 paperwork. Like, we're not in this to make money. We're in this to have fun and connect with all you guys. So they just didn't align with what we stand for. That's it.
Agreed.
Nothing negative to say about Bass. They were super easy to work with. It's just, we don't align, so we're gonna split ways. That's it.
Yep. Faux show.
Yeah.
Faux show. Well, that is all I have. So I guess let's do the giveaway. Let me share the screen here so everybody can see. All right, we got it up. And last chance to get your entry in. 3, 2, 1.
Not even enough time for them to type.
Too slow. I mean, gotta be quicker than that. Nathan Tyson. Here, South Carolina freshman. Look, even his dedicated member of the AFFL. He's even got the backdrop of him winning a derby right here. So Nathan, hit me up with your t-shirt size, what color you'd like, and we will get that to you as soon as I'll shoot you a text, and we will get that to you ASAPly. But other than that, that is really all I have. If I don't have anything, or if you don't have anything, Nick, we're going to wrap it up. I will not be able to be on the podcast next Sunday due to some things. And it's been on the screen the whole time, Dad. I'm sorry. You got to be quicker on that. Yeah, I know he was upset. He watched almost every episode with us last year when we were doing it and never won anything. But and this here too, South Carolina with the first win of the season. I promise it's not rigged. I mean, y'all see it. I clicked the thing, and plenty of people have had opportunities from other states. But yeah, it was AFFL-Nation.
AFFL space Nation.
Yeah, let me see if I can. Let me see.
If I'm not mistaken.
Let me throw it up here real quick.
Find Johnny Rico on Facebook.
Yeah. I cannot. Why can't I add a new banner? It's not letting me.
He just posted it again.
Oh, he already did. Beat me to it. Nice. Yeah, just like that with the spaces in it. Comes right up. I think that'll be a fun time. I'm excited for that. Did we talk about what the prize is? Or it's just going to be a big cash pot at the end?
I think it's the cash pot, yeah.
At the end of each event, or are we doing it at the end of the year? Did we talk about that?
Maybe we could do like a shirt or something, or
we'll do a shirt for somebody for the end of the year, but I think it should be each event. That way he doesn't have to sit there and hold on to the money and worry about it.
Or we could do like a shirt for each event and then big cash payout at the end, because he said he's paying out first and second, I think he said in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have questions, Johnny Rico is the guy. He's gonna he'll answer everything for you.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe we can get him on here before the next event. I won't be able to be on here next weekend, but I think Nick might be running it, and then
cash pot end of year 1 and 2. Yeah.
Well, what's the schedule look like? So I won't be able to next weekend, but the following I'll be on here before the event. So maybe we can have him on to talk a little bit about that on the 1st of February. Think about it, Tony.
He might be camera shy, so we'll have to.
Oh, that's fair. Oh yeah.
Okay. Tough luck.
Wear the balaclava and do the mask his voice. That'd be fun. But yeah, so that's all I got. I don't know if you guys have anything else for us. We'll catch y'all next Sunday. Appreciate y'all coming back in and first one in a long time. And we still had a bunch of viewers and a bunch of likes and all the comments and stuff like that. And I enjoyed it. He's blowing up the comments now. And that's all we got. So we'll see y'all next Sunday, hopefully. I won't, but hopefully Nick will. And I might be able to pop in for a few minutes, but I won't be able to be on for the whole thing. So if I do, I'll see y'all then. If not, y'all see Nick next weekend. So remember, guys, it's not just a tournament. It's a brotherhood. See ya. Thanks for watching another episode of the Sunday SITREP. If you're not already subscribed on YouTube, go ahead and go do that now so you don't miss a thing. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook. And if you're watching on Apple Podcasts, leave a review so we know how we're doing. We appreciate that feedback. Until next time, remember, it's not just a tournament, it's a brotherhood. See ya.